comes together.
So let's go to Washington. Not sure why he's there.
Why is he there? Why doesn't he love the Red Sox?
Doesn't he love his home? Democratic senator from Massachusetts, Senator Ed Markey. Ed.
Good morning.
Where are you?
We miss you, Ed.
And you are so right. You know, you're up in Boston. You're born a Democrat and a Red Sox fan. Then you're baptized Catholic 7 days later. So I did want to be there, but the Senate was in session, and it's going to be in session again this morning. So
whatever.
Well, you know, there's a Red Sox diaspora all across the country. Everyone tuned in last night, enjoying this incredible victory, the same as the people in the ballpark.
Yeah, Mike Barnicle.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lame excuse to me.
Senator Markey, let me ask you
Washington.
about your explanation about Red Sox from coast to coast and everything like that in the Senate in session. Do you think that you could sit and entertain yourself and be entertained by the Red Sox watching this club with Ted Cruz alongside?
Oh, wow. Good question.
Well, right now I am on a Ted Cruz political prisoner release program just for this morning, just so I can be on the show, because we were for about 3 weeks just basically, waiting to allow the federal government to be released from their unbelievable belief that they should shut down the government just because they want to end Obamacare, which would be like the Detroit Tigers saying we should not have a World Series this year because they didn't make it. So I think we basically have resolved that you need a World Series and you need a government.
That's actually a good analogy.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy.
So, Ed Markey, let's talk about sports instead of politicizing this wonderful moment
Good
for a
Lord,
wonderful
Ed.
town. It makes
Can't
me
you
sad.
give it a break?
Yeah, you creature of Washington. No, seriously, talk about. We've all talked about it this morning. Talk about what happened on April 15th of this year, and what this team meant to this city, and what this win means to this city.
Well, I was still a member of Congress back in April, representing Watertown, where the Tsarnaev brothers were killed and captured. I represented Cambridge, where Officer Collier was killed. The site of the marathon is actually a place where 1 million people come together. It is that one moment where the whole state, actually the whole region, comes together. So that's our communal moment, and that was something that was traumatic. And the Red Sox, the ownership, David Ortiz, they basically responded in a way that talked about how resilient not only the region was going to be, but how the team was going to be responding as well. And it injected all of us with a real sense of community, but optimism about the future, even as we resolved to help all of those who had been heroes. And even on that one day, they brought out the firemen, they brought out the policemen, they brought out the victims, especially the first responders who ran towards the trouble, even as the ordinary citizens were running away from it. So it was a special day back there.
No doubt about it. Senator, thank you so much for being with us, Senator Ed Markey.
Can I just say this? If I may, can I just add this one thing? I had standing room tickets in 1967 to Game 7, Lombard versus Bob Gibson, and I still have that stub. And I'm recommending to the administration that they have everyone working on the healthcare website to grow beards until they get this right, and then we can move on from there.
All right.
Wow.
Ed, thank you so much. Ed Markey, we greatly appreciate it. So let's talk about, Ed brings up 1967. Wow. Pretty crazy. 1967, 2004, 2013, the Red Sox and the Cardinals. They've had 3 series in, past 45 years or so. But talk about this year. Both of you guys, you followed the Sox your entire life. How does this year stack up to 2004, 2007, the great teams of the past?
You want to start?